Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Check, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun up. What's up, in Vegas? What? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, Moseby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. Yeah, let's get it started. It said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offer the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
I feel like
It's gonna be one of them days. I just feel like it's gonna be one of them days. I just feel like it's gonna be one of them days. Oh man, hold on real quick. All right, we here. Hey, listen, I know my camera quality is fuzzy. I am going off my girl's hotspot, so don't judge me. All right, so the internet is down at the house. So the internet is down at the house, so don't judge me. I am going off for a hotspot, so if it's not good, bro, just keep it pushing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just push through this. This is too hot. We got an internet outage at the crib, so I'm just letting you know straight up. All right, so it'll probably get as time goes on, it will get less and less Nintendo 64-ish. All right. Shout out to my man Blue Bloods, Boy Wonder. If you want to talk about somebody breaking the story, my man, like Blue broke this story. All right. I don't care what nobody else talking about. 247, Blue Bloods. Everybody else was after that. All right. So shout out to my man Blue for doing what he does. He always does good stuff, high quality stuff. That's my man's. All right. So listen, it's real funny. It's real funny how the narrative have changed. The narrative has changed. Y'all must not know the narrative has changed, because before it was all, oh, Scotty, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Deion isn't going anywhere. He hasn't done anything. Blase, blah, blase, blah. But now it's, oh, he's doing it because it's a job. It's the interview. That's how life is. Oh my God, this stream is really bad. I'm looking at it myself. Oh my God, it's horrible. Oh my God. All right. So let me see if I can fix this. Oh man, it's usually never this bad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, she don't got no good bars. All right. So, but yeah. So it's real funny how the narrative changed. It's real funny how the narrative has changed. All right, because now I'm seeing a lot of messages talking about, oh, Scotty, now it's just, he's just doing that because he's being professional. Now he's just doing that because he just wants. Listen, all you Jackson State fans are scared, boy. You know what your new theme song is? You know what Jackson State's new theme song is? That's all y'all gonna be singing until TCU finds a new coach. All y'all gonna be saying is, that's it. Y'all gonna be sitting in your room, crying your eyes out, talking about, we had one good year with them. Why, Lord? Why did he leave us? You're gonna be like them girls eating ice cream, Chunky Monkey, all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. Chunky, y'all listen, y'all Bamas is sick. Y'all Bamas is sick. And it's not even the fact that he could really be doing it just to do an interview. He could really be doing that. But y'all Bamas are, I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Y'all Bamas sick. Because all y'all gonna get on here, you gonna call in, Scotty, that's not what it is. I talked to his spiritual advisor. He's here because God sent him here, Scotty. He wouldn't do God like that, Scotty. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't just blatantly lie in our face, Scotty. I talked to his spiritual advisor. He told me he's not going anywhere. He told me he's not going anywhere, Scotty. I spoke to God personally, okay? Me and Jesus have a one-way discussion. I got Deion on three-way, and he said he's not going anywhere, okay? That's what God told me. So I'm telling you, Scotty, because I've talked to Deion. I talked to his spiritual advisor who told, and first of all, he's doing it because he's black, all right? He won't leave us because he's doing it for the black people, Scotty. Listen, I don't know, but y'all Bama's over there. Avis Heath, Tamona, Z McCormick, the girl that looked like gold dust on them swag sports groups. All you fanboys of Deion, the Deion Nets. The pregame show. Oh, y'all Bama's is sick. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Y'all Bama's is sick. Wait. Y'all was like, but how did this happen? He from last time I saw him, he was cooped up in the house, you know, just oh my God, Deion. Shador, that means Shador and Shiloh. No. Y'all look like the Let It Burn video. When Usher out there dancing in the rain and he flipped the shirt back and it just oh man, listen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, CFL, you in it too? You in it too. You in it too. Boy, y'all, listen, I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Y'all Bama's sick. Y'all Bama's sick. I know as soon as you heard the news, first of all, I know how it went down because all you Jackson State, I won't even say all the fans, right? Just the delusional ones, right? That think everything is going their way and everything, you know, Deion gonna be here for the next 15 years. So all y'all Bamas, y'all was over there like, nah, blue, white. So I know he ain't know. I know he blue, white, he don't know. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. But while you bullshitting, Blue got all the insiders in the Power Five. All right. So if it would have came from me, then you could be like, you know what? Hey, Scotty trolling. But you know, white boys talk to white boys, okay? And you know that Power Five life is all white. I mean Snow White, okay? Okay. White, listen, whiter than a credit score of 800. Do you hear me? Okay, so Blue got the inside. He talk, man, listen. He talks to all them Bamas, all the writers, all the insiders, all that type of stuff, man. I'm telling you. So if anybody knows what's going on in the Power Five and who's looking at who, is going to be Blue. The boy Wanda. Now he's supposed to do. See, before he wasn't going to do interviews. Before he wasn't going to take interviews. Before he wasn't even thinking about this job. Now he's supposed to do interviews. Man, listen, y'all change the narrative more than Trump. Y'all change narrative. Y'all Jackson State fans change narrative more than Trump. Okay, listen, y'all crazy. Y'all funny. Y'all, it's okay though. It's okay. Listen, I'm not on the bandwagon that he should leave. I'm not on the bandwagon that he should stay. I just think he should do whatever is best for him and his family. All right, that's all I'm saying. I just think that whatever's best for Deion, whatever's best for his team, whatever's best for whatever. All right, it is what it is. Is it a leverage play? Hell yeah. But why would you listen? This is what I don't understand when people say it's a leverage play. Deion can get why do you have to have leverage with Jackson State? It's Jackson State. What? Listen, they already listen. Jackson State is a girl you've already knocked down 4, 5, 6 times. She gonna give you the draws. Okay? She gonna give you the draws. You don't gotta spit no game to her. You ain't gotta take her out to eat. You ain't gotta do none of that. All you gotta do is show up and just be like, yo, where the bedroom at? Take your clothes off. You know what I'm saying? You good. You don't need no leverage with Jackson State. Oh, what are you talking? What leverage? What leverage? If it wasn't for Deion, Jackson State would be in the gutter. Like, what are you talking about? It's a girl who was used to eating fish fillet. Now you eating filet mignon. You just happy to be at Roof Chris. You ain't even know where Roof Chris was until Deion took you there. So what are we talking about right now? Talking about it's leverage. Jackson State, you don't got shit to leverage. You already giving them tickets. You already give them you already gave him the street. You probably gonna name the stadium after him. He gave you a practice field. He giving you player lounges. He giving you wins. What are you talking about leverage? Like you some USC program or something. You're not that. You're not that. So know your role and shut your mouth. What are we talking about? Leverage. Leverage? Deion is the leverage. That's why you got what you got. That's why you get $2.4 million from Walmart. That's why you just got a practice field. That's why you got all these views and ESPN and all that. It wasn't because of Jackson State. Jackson State's name did not give you that. Deion Sanders got you that. What are we doing? Leverage. Oh, he's doing that to take an interview because of leverage. What? 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 For what? What? Deion don't got to prove nothing to Jackson State. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, man. What is we talking about? Got to leverage Jackson State. Let me take some of these callers so they can get their emotions out. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Okay, yeah. Let's look at a different way on this leverage. This is Corey from Nashville. So, what it's going to force the SWAC to do is one thing that is constantly being complained on this on YouTube. With you guys do a really good job because before Deion, there was really no presence whatsoever. In like the national media or having black people to be able to go out and to interact just like on this platform here. So one thing we have noticed, and you would admit to this, is that there's a lot of bad coaching in HBCU. Because I think when I first started watching it, you was really, really high on, they don't make adjustments, Scotty, and yada, 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 which I agree with you. But the only thing that should be fixed, that he can leverage because he's in the business, is fix that damn Jackson State podcast or whatever they do for doing their game time. He fixes that, but our people need to get used to it. This is how business is done. If you want to be in the big time business, then you will have to go down what goes down in the big time programs. If your coach is hot, you don't have these kind of things. You would be complaining if nobody wanted it. That's just fact. That's all I got to say.
All right, appreciate the call, Corey. I mean, he really didn't say nothing. I mean, he really didn't, but okay. Oh, okay, Corey. Let me see. Deion is a sellout. You said that you were called by a guy. Ooh, this boy is a... He can't yell that boy. Boy, you are emotional. Go cry to your wife if you have one. Oh my God, this just reeks of emotions. Just like, oh, you was probably crying when you was writing that. He had tears coming on his phone. He had tears on the keyboard. I can't, Deion, you're a sellout. Oh my God, you did. No, Bama, Deion is the furthest thing from a sellout. Okay, listen, y'all can call a spade, whatever, bro. Deion is the furthest thing from a sellout. How you gonna call a sellout who elevated you? How is he a sellout and he elevated you? Listen, my boy, you was eating McDonald's. It was 10 of y'all trying to get everything off the dollar menu before Deion came. Do you hear what I'm saying? Your AD, your president, your finances was trying to you was trying to split $1.10 ways before Deion came. Okay? Let's call a spade, my boy. Let's call a spade a spade. All right. So now he done elevated you. How is he a sellout? You doing better than you. I won't say ever done. I won't say that because they're going to go back to 1967 when I'm not going back. You're doing as good as you have possibly done in the last 10 years. Deion has elevated your facilities. He's elevated your platform. He has done everything possible to put Jackson State in the best light. The only knock on Deion that you can say is that my nigga video. That's it. Everything else Deion has done for Jackson State has been nothing but positive, glowing. He brought both his sons there. His daughter's coming there. Everybody elevated the program. He a sellout? You must not know what a sellout is, my boy. Try again. Hey, Mr. Campbell, talk to me.
Okay, Scotty. I want to be very purposeful and solemn in this moment. So what I had to do was pulled from the prophets from Boston. The new of the edition. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. And then there was another man that joined them later named Johnny. And from the hymns of such hymns, let me ask this question to Jackson State. on a perfect day, I know they can count on you. When that is not possible, tell me, can you weather a storm? Because I need somebody who will stand by me through the good times and bad times. She will always be right there. So the question is, Jackson State folks, is Deion going to be able to stand the rain, baby? Is he going to be able to stand the rain? Because on a perfect day, when it was 55,000 people and the sun was shining and everybody was pom-pom and dancing around and you had the alumni J-Fest from 1971 looking good, but there was no rain, Scotty. There was no rain, Scotty. But now we got some rain. We got to see if Jackson State got some umbrellas. So the prophets from Boston have asked the question that we all need to reflect on. Jackson State, can you stand the rain? Because the rain is coming right now. And not only is the rain coming, it's coming on the worst week for it to come. This is Southern Boombox Week.
That is so fast.
This is not the week you wanted to rain. This is not the week you wanted to rain. Because you know what the prophets also want to say, Scotty? Sunny days. Everybody loves them. But tell me, can you stand the rain? Scotty, storms will come. I know all the days won't be perfect.
Oh my God.
This we know for sure. But tell me, there's you, can you stand the rain? These questions have to be answered right now. They got to be answered.
Oh my gosh.
People want to know, brother. So I'm going to get real serious real quick. This is not how I wanted Deion to do this. This is Southern Week. And Deion, like I said, is very calculated. I've always admired him. But this was a bad chess move. Because Deion would have been better off doing or letting this leak on Monday. Because now what you've done is giving your team a distraction. Because if he had beat Southern, he would have automatically been in the SWAC championship game no matter what happened to Alcorn.
Yes,
now guess what's going to happen? If those boys, which this can happen, that they think their coach is not going to be there for them, because they came to Jackson State. What did they say? To change the way we do things.
Yep, change the culture.
Change the culture. And if your coach, which I don't believe that Deion, first of all, Deion's not getting that job. I already told you why he's not getting that job. Because interviewing is one thing. Ask Eric Bieniemy. He's interviewed for $1 billion and he's qualified, but then white folks don't pull that trigger. So everybody needs to relax on that. Now I'm being serious for a second. But I don't like what Deion, because this is a big game for a bigger goal that Jackson State is trying to achieve. They're trying to win a SWAC championship and a national, however y'all could discount it, but it will be the national black championship. That's a big deal. They're going to, because guess what? He's going to raise that trophy if they win it up high and be very proud of it. So the thing for them to let that leak, and especially when ain't nobody from Jackson have seen him for 3 weeks. Man, they got folks in the Delta doing prayer chains for Prime. They got folks bringing preachers coming in from South Mississippi saying, do we need to pray over Prime and all that? Because ain't nobody seen them. But now we see that you can be seen to do an interview for TCU.
That's a bad look.
On the Zoom.
That's a bad look.
That's a bad look, bro. That is a very bad look. And that's what I don't like about it. Because the one thing I will say, and I keep telling y'all, my SWAC house are undefeated. These people at Jackson State and Jackson love Deion. And they love him the right way. And I respect that. And see, you don't break nobody's heart like that when people are loving you unconditionally. This unconditional love that the people from Jackson, Mississippi and Jackson State are giving Deion. Now, does Deion want to go get another job? That's fine. No problem. People understand that. But respect the people from the city and the state. Respect them a little bit more when you can't even go on and say thank you to all of you all for praying for me, for my health. Thank you for all of you all supporting my family during this time. Thank you supporting my team during this time. But you got time to interview with a white boy at TCU? I don't like that. That's not a good look. So I'll close it on this because I know you got a lot of people.
Yeah.
But we got to ask the question, bro. Can we stand the rain? That's all we want to know, Scotty.
Something's wrong.
That's all we want to know.
Something's wrong with you.
All right, man. I'm out.
All right, please. Something is wrong with that, man. And you can't make me believe that it's not. If you're a member and you're on this call line, holla at me. Somebody calling from the VA hospital. Somebody is calling from their job. I got to answer this. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me. You calling from work.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
What's up? You calling from
This is one hell of a day, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Rock, man. I just caught you last week, man, and I've enjoyed all your content, man. But they gotta lighten up on Deion right now, man. They gotta lighten up. One, it's slim and none that he'll get the job or not. But they in a situation like this. You know when your girlfriend act a fool, that real fine girlfriend act a fool, and you just want to go to pieces? You got to hold it together right now. You got to be supportive. You got to show her love even though you caught her texting her ex-boyfriend. You cannot go nuts right now. Because what you really want her to do is pack all her shit up and walk to the door and turn around and come back. So don't go off right now. Do not go off right now. Keep your calm. Stay loving. Keep your voice down. Don't yell. Tell her you understand. Tell her you're going to improve. You're going to do better.
Boy, you stupid. You gonna do?
Come on. Tell her you're going to do better.
She cheating on you.
You're going to make things happen.
Do better. Boy, you stupid.
Even though you know she wrong, you got to take all the blame. You got to put it all on yourself and make it palatable for her to turn around at the door and come back. And even tell her this. Even when she gonna be gone, be gone for a night, do not take her key away from her. Leave, baby. You can keep the key because you can come back anytime you want.
Something is wrong with you.
Come on now, Scotty. Is this the way Jackson Station play it or not? Tell the people. Give them the key, Scotty.
Bro,
tell them how to survive this moment in a tumultuous situation.
Bro, you are 100% right, bro. I mean, you're 100% right, man. Listen, you're not in the position to dictate. You are not in the position to dictate nothing out here in these streets. Nothing. If she want to rip and run the streets,
it's literally 200 men that want to date her today. Man, hey, this been your boy Rock. You know I'm at work, man. I love your content, Scotty. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you on Saturday. And I hope to get a chance to meet you at the SWAC Championship. Much love, my brother.
All right, man. Peace. That was gold. That's probably the two funniest back-to-back calls I have ever had in my life on this channel. That was hilarious, bro. That boy, he said, leave the key. Baby, you can something is wrong with y'all, man. Hey, Terrence Ross. Listen, I'm not gonna answer as Deion. I'm gonna answer as me. Right. And if I was me, I'm taking my boys with me. My boys coming with me. So that's just me. I'm a dad, so I'm taking my kids with me. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Scotty.
What's goody? What's your name? Where you come from?
This is Recruitment, man. Jackson, Mississippi.
Talk to me.
Brother, I got to tell you, man, damn what y'all talking. Man, my chest hurts. I got the boo-boo. It was just painful. Absolutely painful to hear. But I tell you this, what hurt so bad about it, Scotty, I'm on SWAC Central going out, cutting up with a damn FAMU rapper fan. Oh, yeah, Coach Pine did this interview yesterday. I called the man a lie and laughed at it. 2 minutes later, BLUEBLOODS dropped that video.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
I'm on my way to see my pastor right now.
Something is wrong with y'all, boy.
I had enough. Hey, I instantly found out why you make that damn same voice that Jackson State fans do, because instantly I fell into that same voice. I was like, man, you a lie. We ain't read that video, and all of a sudden, Scotty, please help us, Scotty. Something is wrong. Time is gonna leave, Scotty, please.
Oh man,
I gotta get back to work, man.
Hey, appreciate the call,
man. We'll see you later.
Hey, man, appreciate the call, boy. Listen, this has been. I love it. This is the end. I love it. Call a spade a spade. If you over there being don't fight it. Listen, lean into it. I don't know if y'all seen Friday Night Lights when Booby is giving the white boy instructions on how to carry the ball. He's like, hey, when they trying to rip it, don't fight it. Roll with it. All right. Listen, roll with it. Roll with the punches. All right. Come on, man. I'm loving these calls. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, I think, just Jackson, Mississippi, man.
All right, talk to me.
Hey, I think this job, man. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great move for TCU, man. I think they offering Deion everything but the kitchen sink, man. You got to think about it. Everybody, Texas, Oklahoma leaving the Big 12. TCU is going to be the powerhouse of the Big 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they need a recruiting. Remember, Gary Patterson was talking about that. He was talking to the boosters a couple weeks before he got fired, right?
Yeah.
Talking about they're going to have to start throwing money at these recruits, right?
Facts.
What other guy could you bring in to get the recruits other than Deion Sanders, man?
Facts.
So I think it's Deion's job to turn down. It's his, man. It's his job to turn down because TCU is finally going to run the Big 12. And Big 12, remember, that's going to be an automatic bid for the playoff.
Yep.
If you think about it.
Yep.
With Cincinnati joining and who was that? UCF.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be an automatic bid for the playoffs. So I think, with this move, I don't think none of the other candidates can compete as far as recruiting and as also as far as booster support. And it depends mainly on what coaching staff he gets behind him. But I think it's his job to turn down.
I agree with you.
All right.
I mean, I think TCU knows what they're doing when it comes to trying to bring Deion in. They know that publicity, that push, that it works. It works, man.
Go ahead.
No, it works.
And I think what these SWAC schools, HBCUs need to learn from this experience. And you got to remember with the new NCAA rules that they look by changing the Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to play a major role in how these schools operate as well, right? So what these HBCUs need to do is just study, learn from this experience, and get better. I mean, your endowments are down low. TCU got over $1 billion endowment, and they're invested in land and other stuff. They try to say, what are we going to do with this money, right?
Yeah.
So these HBCUs, they probably don't know how to merge some of these HBCUs together just to survive.
That's real. That it might come down to that.
So it's getting ridiculous. They can't compete. They don't have enough money from the boosters and the state aid for to give it to them. So they get that up. So just learn from this experience. And hey, it's like, I guess it's a once in a lifetime experience.
That's true. I appreciate the call, my boy.
So if he stayed, yes, sir. Take care.
All right. So let me get to some of these comments real quick. Let me see. I saw something that kind of got to me. I was like, I don't like that. This one right here. And of course, it's from a rattler. That's a bad look. Sion, you meant Deion. Come on, fam, you. Deion recruited those kids to Jackson State. Now he's interviewing for other jobs. That's a slap in the face to these kids for real. Keep that same energy for all those white coaches that do the same thing. I just need you to keep that same energy when the white coaches do it in the Power 5. Just keep that same energy. That's all. Listen, equality. That's what I believe on this channel. All right? Equality. The same way y'all go for them coaches in the white conference is the same way I go for them black coaches in the SWAC. I don't give a damn that you black. Okay, cool, whatever. You can get the same work. All right? So have that same energy across the board because coaches do it all the time. Coaches do it all the time. Nick Saban left at that 1 year at the Dolphins. Bobby Petrino left in a half a season against the Atlanta Falcons. Like, let's not play with this, bro. Like, there has been numerous of coaches that have gotten jobs in between other jobs. So shut up. Shut up. All right? Stop it. Shut up. All right? Stop it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. 4902, you live. Talk to me.
Hello.
Hello, you're live.
Yes, sir. How you doing? If I was Deion,
What's your name? What's your
and
name?
he leave, I take his kids with him.
What's your
He
name?
should just take his kids with him.
What's your name?
My name is Jamin, and then plus his daughter's going there. I don't think he's going nowhere else. Plus that.
Okay.
And they gonna regret that if he do leave. They gonna regret it.
I don't know if they're gonna. I wouldn't say they'll regret it because they got a lot out of Deion. You know, Deion gave them a lot, so I won't say they'll regret it. But
but I'm saying if that do happen, they gonna regret it because of he got all them young men to come over there. But if it happens, he probably gonna take his kids. You think so?
I would. I'll take my kids.
Yeah, I'll take mine too. And then plus his daughter going there for basketball too.
Yeah, I feel you. But hey, appreciate the call, my boy. Hey, listen, guys. Jesus never left the disciples. He did. He did leave the disciples. It's called crucifixion. Shut up. Go read the Bible. Shut the hell up. Hey, what are you talking about? Jesus never left the. It's called crucifixion. Oh my God! Shut up. He left. So shut up. All right. So let's not say we did. All right. So Deion is testing the water. JC, let me see. This guy, boy, you still listen, when you're in all caps, all right, you know you emotional. All right. And you putting exclamation points all behind what you're doing. So that makes it even more. Okay, so I mean, listen, bro. Listen, your skirt is showing. All right, so let's not say we did. Okay, let's just relax. Remember, Deion is their Jesus. Listen, even Jesus left the disciples. He just came back in 3 days. Okay, so Deion can go take interviews and happily come back in 3 days and be back in all good graces. But guys, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand, right? Is anybody that says Jackson, if you listen, Jackson State has no leverage in this, right? Jackson State has no leverage in this play. None whatsoever. Okay? Let me help you out with this. I'm gonna stay with the girlfriend analogy. I think it's perfect. Jackson State, okay, Deion's the guy, right? And Deion's used to this high lifestyle. Everything that you own and everything that you have has been given to you by Deion. Everything has been given to you by Deion. Okay, so I don't understand of what leverage that you have. I really would love for a Jackson State fan or alumni to call in and tell me what leverage you have from Deion. What could you possibly hold over Deion said and be like, this why you shouldn't leave? Yeah, make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Hey, David, talk to me. You live.
What's going on, man?
All right.
Hey, I'm just looking at this, and to me, it's basically this is all the nature of college football, man. You have to roll with the punches, and he has all the right to do interviews with other schools if seen fit. Will he get the job? We don't, you don't know. If he does get it, the question is, what is his buyout with Jackson State?
He'll probably, he wouldn't even care. Deion wouldn't even, listen, he wouldn't even care. Keep your money.
What I'm saying is, you got to look into as far as like buyout, all the stuff like that. But for me, if he does leave, his successor is going to be TC Taylor. And TC, I'm looking at it like this. If I'm TC, I'm watching this man. I've been watching this man for almost a whole year and a half, and I see how he does. How he does things as far as like recruiting, building the staff. Just the little nuances. Like he basically he's a sponge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be learning something. You got to learn something from him. I don't think he just there just there to just be there. He's learning he's basically being groomed to be the next head coach. If this happens. I'm not saying that I'm emotional. I'm just saying like this. It's the nature of college football.
Thank you. It's
know
the
what I'm saying?
nature. You're absolute. That was probably the most.
football.
That was probably you hit the nail right on the head. It is the business of college football. It happens all the time. You guys in the SWAC are just not used to SWAC coaches going up for a higher position. All right, not retreading themselves, going from SWAC to Power 5 positions. All right, like your head coach is interviewed for another head coaching position at a Power 5. Y'all not used to that, so y'all not used to seeing that.
And you know, and it's crazy. I can tell you something. I can give you an example. Okay, Texas Tech just fired their head coach, right?
Yeah.
And he had a 5-3 record before they lost this past weekend. They ended up hiring my. I went to school at Cedar Hill. They ended up hiring our old head coach from high school, Joey McGuire. And the reason why that was a good hire is because Coach McGuire has been on the coaching staff with Baylor since he left Cedar Hill for like 4 years, like 4.5 years.
Where are you going with this? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
I'm just saying, what I'm saying, it's just the nature, of college, like I'm saying, it's just the nature of college football. Everybody shouldn't be getting so emotional as far as by what Deion doing. You never know if the man gonna get the job or not.
That's fair.
So we can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't jump, you can't just be quick to jump and say, man, he a sellout, because he's not a sellout. He's doing something to provide for himself and his family. That's all it is. And he wants to look for something that's, you know what I'm saying? If he looks for something that's bigger and he gets hired, you know what? I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to thank him for coming to my alma mater and changing the whole culture of what we were before he got there to what we is, you know what I'm saying, right now.
Hey, appreciate the call, David. Appreciate the call, my boy.
Good.
All right, man. Deputy Mario, you spitting that hot fire. It's normally SWAC, then fired. I love it. Keep it real, Dep. Keep it real, Dep. Let them know. Hey, if you want to become a member to the channel, you a new Jackson State fan, and you over there crying alone in your corner saying, it's okay. Just become a member to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll console you. I'll give you a couple laughs here and there. All right. And just make sure you super chat me some funds for my time. Okay. I'm like a therapist. All right. Like Coach Boom. All right. I run a split vac there. Okay. Just give it time. It works like Novocaine. All right. But if you over there sad and lonely and this is a safe space. Okay, this is a safe space for all Jackson State fans. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. Oh, I think this is CFL. Hey, C, is this you?
Yeah, this is me, bro.
They over here clowning. They said you got the red eye. Talk to me. What's going on?
All right, because I just got off the line, so I already know I had to come here because they told me you was acting up.
Go ahead, C.
All right, so I see this from both sides, right?
All right.
Coach Tom has every opportunity. He has every reason to take this interview. He has every right to do so. He has every right to look. This happens everywhere in college football. JSU fans who are feeling betrayed understand you are not the only fan base going through this. Cincinnati's fan base is going through this. They just got a great head coach. Their season just turned around. They're going exactly what you're going through. And honestly, you're hearing about Coach Tom's name before any of these guys because he has the bigger name. He's not even leading. We don't even know if he's leading the search. The search right now for these coaches. So chill out, calm down. All right, understand that. But here's the thing with Coach Prime, and he has to take responsibility for it. This came out at the wrong time. You just put an elephant in the room. You just brought a huge distraction to your team way too late in the season. And I'm wondering how this is going to affect these kids' psyche when it's like coming up versus the Southern and the Alcorn game. I really do. The recruits that you were trying to get, what are they? Because they seeing this. So they're like, damn, we don't even know if you're going to be here. Why would we take this chance and come to Jackson State when I got Bama waiting on?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So both ways, I don't know. I just felt like this was the wrong time for him to do it. I do. I think he tried to do it in private. The news came out and leaked,
and now it's backfiring a little bit. Now, how do you go to your team and tell them, hey, I took this interview with TCU. We still got a lot of left. Believe in me, trust me that I'm going to stay here and everything like that. And another thing, right? You went into these players' homes. You told their mama to their faces, hey, come to Jackson State. You don't got to go to Power 5 because I got you here. And then you leave in a year, that ain't going to look good on you. That's not going to look good on you.
It depends. But okay, see, like, let's really break this down, though, right? Because it all depends to me what happens. You did your part. Like, you came, you saw, you conquered, right? He didn't guarantee nobody how long he was going to be there. That was not his plan. That was not. Listen, that's part of that's part of coaching football, the college coaching football business, right? The only thing I would say is I would be more disappointed in if I was his son. If I was his son and you did that to me, that's one thing, because you my dad. Like, why would you do that to me? But everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of be like, yo, that's part of college football, bro. Like, that's college, you know what I'm saying? It's no different if James Houston went to Florida and Dan Mullen up and leaves. Like, it's no different. It's no different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and and that's what I think the majority of these kids will look at it like, oh man, we see this happen all the time. It's a business. Some of these kids are gonna take it to heart though. So some of these kids are gonna take it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't look at it the same way. You feel me?
Yeah.
So forget the future right now. How does this affect the team?
I mean, it all depends on. It all depends. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because I just feel like after every game, every question you're gonna be asked, hey, Coach Prime, TCU, how you feel about that? You feel me?
Yeah.
You just brought more pressure to the team that just didn't need to be there during this point in the season.
But I don't think you did, right? And let's just keep it 100 real quick. See, keep it 100 with me. Who is really interviewing Jackson State players other than the pregame show? Let's be honest. Let's be real. Like, keep it 100. It's not Oregon, and you're a big fan. It's not Oregon and their kids in front of 10 different multimedia outlets, and they're getting bombarded by questions and in the locker room. The only people Jackson State allow on campus to interview their kids is the pregame show. And they're not going to be asking those questions. You know that, I know that. So they're not going to, the only thing they're going to have to deal with is people like us at YouTube World, you know what I'm saying? And then ESPN, a couple articles here and there that are going to be talking about it. But Jackson State's not going to let that get involved in the school because they got everything on lock. You can't just walk in there and ask their kids those questions. They don't let that happen.
But do you think this puts some kind of rift on the team of what he's trying to accomplish right now?
I'll tell you this, if I was a kid that came in as a freshman with him, Abso-freaking-lutely. I will be.
That's my thing.
If I was Quay, if I was Quay, if I was Malachi, if I was all these boys, like true freshman type, I will be hot. Now the seniors, I wouldn't really care because this has been a balling ass year. So I'm gonna get my looks and I'm gonna roll out. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm putting up numbers. But if I was a freshman, like a Baron Hobson, all these undercover freshmen. Yeah, man, I'll be hot, bro. I'll be hot as fish grease.
Right now, bro.
So I'll be hot, man. I'll be hot.
Yeah, so like that's what's gonna be interesting to me for the rest of the season. How is these? Because the past 3 games without Prime, they've been a little lifeless when they came out and started these games.
Mm-hmm.
You finally get him back, right? Because they said he's coming back for the Southern game. How are you going to play now, knowing that this is in the back of your head? That's not for the seniors, but for everybody else. I really want to know.
Now, one guy in the comments says the freshman would leave with him, and I would. If I was Cam, wherever Deion go, I'm going. That's real. That's real talk. If I'm Cam, if I'm Quay, if I'm wherever Deion go, I'm rolling with you, D. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. So that's a play. That's definitely a play. So I'll definitely do that.
So you think if he leaves, Shador's going with him?
Hell yeah. That's like leaving the house without your gun. Like you taking that thing everywhere with you. Like nah, bro. Like especially in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So you got to stay strapped in Atlanta. Same thing in Mississippi. So like no, and Shador is that weapon. That boy is a 9 ready to fire. So nah, you got to take Shador with you. Now is it going to be a bad look at your new job? You know, to bring your son with you and be like, yo, he the starter. Yeah. Jackson State was cool with that.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackson State was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't care what you do. You know, you could be like, you could bring your whole family starting the offensive line. They didn't care. Like, just we glad you here, Jackson. You know, we glad you here, Deion. Whatever you say is God. But at TCU, them boosters, them white boys, oh nah, you ain't pulling that.
Now that's a new challenge you got. Is TCU going to allow you to do your podcast?
That's
Is
facts.
TCU going to allow you to do everything that you do on social media?
Facts.
Say everything that you say on social media. Are they going to allow this? Or are they going to put a muzzle on you? It isn't worth it.
I don't. If I'm being honest, bro, the power that Deion has in the SWAC is like no other. I would stay. I ain't even going, like, you know, we make fun, we have fun, we laugh, we joke or whatever. But everything would have to be in my, like, Deion has all the leverage in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like I cannot take a job and go back to the SWAC and run it. You know, like legit run it. So I don't really care if I go Power 5 or not, because I can always got a situation where they look at me as Jesus. I mean, like, let's be honest. I'm Jesus to these Bamas down here. You know what I'm saying? So if I go Power 5, it got to be everything I want. I mean, all my I's, all my T's got to be crossed and dotted before I even think about taking this job. So I like the leverage I have down in Jackson State. I would stay unless it's like the perfect opportunity, for real, for real.
Okay, I get you. All right, that's all I can talk to you about, bro.
Hey, no problem, C. Appreciate it. You dropped the video, C?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all go check out CFL's video, his reaction. You know he a Jackson State homer, so make sure y'all go over there and see what my man talking about. Hey, appreciate it, C.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Peace. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out his video, see his opinions on what everything is going on. All right. I haven't seen this caller before. Let me see what. Hey, caller, you live, talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, I'm the same dude from Dallas that was starting last week. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm going to start him. But, yeah, anyways, Deion Sanders, I told y'all, it's a good setup for work. He done made his home in Dallas. But I feel like he should stay at Jackson State because I feel like Deion Sanders feel like he ain't through yet. But it is a good opportunity. TCU got some ballers. Like one or 2 years, he might be, he might have them boys in the comfort zone temperature game. That's all I'm saying. Like you got to look at it like that. But anyways, man, yeah, man, I had a stroke last year, down there died. I'm still living, watching Cowboys. I don't give a fuck. But what do you call it? Say, yeah, I'm gonna start them.
Hey, speak your mind, my boy. Speak your mind. Appreciate the call. Hey, it's the Jackson State faithful. Talk to me, Timona.
Yes. I'm here to give the logical point of view of why this is even happening.
Okay, go ahead. Give us the logical view, T.
It's just so much chitter and chatter. Okay, so basically what I could come up with is Coach Prime is battling more than just hating ass SWAC fans and people that don't want to see him succeed. He's going against a machine. Like Power 5, it's a machine. So we don't know what has went down behind closed doors, because when Coach Prime first started talking about going to HBCU and coaching, everybody was laughing at him like, haha, you couldn't get hired at a Power 5 to save your life. We wouldn't choose you. And he said, you know what? Forget Power 5. I'm going to just bring everything to the HBCU. And now it's one season, and he's effectively got kids to want to believe what his message is. And now people are getting scared, because if you think about it, him disrupting this machine, that's going to cost people millions. If you have 4-star and 5-star recruits that are now defecting and going to an HBCU, you messing with people's money.
Okay, T, I'm rocking with you. I'm rocking with you, T.
It's
Okay.
bigger than just Jackson State, because if Coach Prime goes away, all of the Power 5's problems go away, because you're not going to have 4 and 5 stars. And when I say Coach Prime going away right now, what I'm basically saying is a 4 and 5 star is going to be reluctant to say, let me try this HBCU if my way to the NFL is not set in stone. So it's not set in stone right now. It's on its way, but it's November. I'm pretty sure in December, that's when all the commits say, I'm committed to Jackson State, or I'm committed to this one, or I'm decommitting, or I'm doing this, that, and the third. So why would they now come up with this and it's November? Well, there's a lot of commits that are trying to figure out where they're going to go. Jackson State is 8-1. And we all know that if Deion Sanders stays, this next class could be epic. You know, it could, you know, be in rivalry with Power 5 schools. And if you look at the boards, like not just like Facebook or Twitter, and you look at what some of these TCU fans are saying and the alums, the only thing they're talking about is, yeah, he'll be great for recruiting, but really not anything else. Or, you know, he's this and he's that. So for me, the only thing, there's a couple things that I came up with. Number one, he is filming a show. And I don't know, that makes a pretty good fanfare, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A Power 5 all of a sudden wants interest in you when
That's fair.
they see you're doing good. The other thing that I could say is we don't know what he's dealing with behind closed doors, because if Power 5s feel like they're being threatened, and Coach Prime is that threat, because he said that he was going to start a wave and nobody believed him. It's only been one season and he's already causing all this hoopla. They might have said, look, now you're going to have to go sit down somewhere. So if he goes to TCU, everything goes away, meaning there's no more I have a dream. It ain't no MLK anymore. The athletes will continue to go to Power 5. But for his legacy, that would put a really bad mark on his legacy. And I personally do not think that he would uproot
I don't think it will.
his son Shiloh, who is already at South Carolina, and his son Shador. I don't think that he would do that. And it hasn't even been a whole complete season where he had full control over everything, and all of a sudden,
All right, hey,
so
listen.
if
Oh, wait.
that does happen,
Go ahead.
then most definitely, something done happened behind closed doors that made him say, "Okay, I have to take this."
Okay,
job,
so let me ask you a question, T. Let me ask you a question, T. Let me ask you a question. I'll let you go. You've been going for like 30 minutes. All right, so you gotta get you off the pulpit. My question is why would you say him leaving after a year would be a blemish on Deion? That's what I want to know. Why would you say that?
It's going to be a blemish because of what his message is and what he stood for.
Okay, so what's his message and what?
You can't build a pipeline to the NFL in one season. You can't make all these promises to these kids who said, I'm going to get you right, I'm going to make sure you're straight in one season. Like, it's going to take at best 2 to 3 seasons. And so that's why I would say it would put a blemish on him, because when he goes to TCU, me personally, like, if you just imagine, it's in Texas, but Power 5, we're talking about just sports in general. It's innately racist from the top to the bottom. Everything is innately racist. Do you think those fans are going to take Deion losing a game before they start throwing around that N-word? Do you think they're going to accept his fanfare? And you know he can't play his theme song, his theme music. And what type of message is he sending to people that go to TCU? Like, it's not, it just.
Hold on. What do you mean? What type? Okay. So my thing is this. Why is it that every time a black, I don't want to say every time, but why is it when a black person is going to do something, they get criticized 10 times harder than when a white guy does it? A white guy does it all the time. What you're seeing right now, white coaches do it all the time. Why is it such a problem that
You know
Deion is
that black
considering it?
coaches are. We know this from NFL on. You know that black coaches are. They have a harder time, first of all, getting to that position, and then when they get to that position, they expect them to execute right away, or if you're gonna get let go. To my point, I feel like the move that they're making, and when I say there, I mean Power Fives or anybody else who mentions Coach Prime's name, they're either doing it for clout or they're trying to mess up basically the meaning, like if a commit thinks, well, I don't know if I don't know if Coach Prime is gonna leave or not. I'm not gonna go there. I better go somewhere else because I don't know if Coach Prime's gonna be there next year. Like a coach leaving period is gonna mess up the recruitment process. So and even at TCU, there might be some commits that say, I'm not going to TCU. I don't even know if Coach Prime is going to stick around. He didn't even stick around for a whole it hasn't even been a complete season with him in full control. Why would I go there?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So he's not even going to execute at the level that he's executing at Jackson State.
That's not, you can't say that. You can't say that.
The TCU is going to require him to execute at that level. Meaning, if he did leave, they're expecting.
Yeah, I would. I would expect it too, because you're doing more with less. You're doing more with less. So you out recruited. Listen, think about all the resources and stuff that Deion has to kind of cover the kids' eyes to not make them look at, right? So yeah, I know you guys, I know you've seen better locker rooms, but don't worry about the locker room. Okay, I know you've seen better fields, but don't worry about the field. I know you've seen better crowds, but don't worry about the crowds. Like that's what Deion has to do, a lot of eye covering, right? Because the stuff that makes kid go ooh and ah, Deion
don't have to do eye covering. Most of the kids that he had recruited for the seniors, they've already seen all of it. They've already been there.
You're missing the
Aubrey Miller came from Missouri. Like he's seen all of that.
Timona, listen, you're missing the point. Yeah, you might hit on a few transfers, but how you build a culture is through freshmen. That's how, through high school recruits. That's how you build a whole collective of a class, of a recruiting class. Not all through transfer portals. That realistically, that's just like a hire bunch of mercenaries. But what I'm saying is Deion has to do a lot of eye covering, because the same kids that were getting recruited by Georgia Tech, the same kids that are getting recruited by Georgia or whatever, he's having to say, come here for me. Come here to be a culture starter. Come here for this. And the rest of that stuff will take care of itself. That has nothing to do with football.
And that's what I'm telling you, is that if he leaves this year, which I don't see him leaving his son, who is getting ready to break records, and his whole message, what I'm saying to you, if he does leave, then it's not for the money and because he was selfish. I'm not going to say he's forced, but if you are against the machine like the Power Five, and let's just be clear, billion industry, and you messing with people's money, no. They thought it was a joke. Oh, let him go do what he is. Let him go do all that until he actually produces. Now he's got four stars thinking about flipping. So now you're messing with my money.
All right. Out of everything you said, Timona, that's the realest point. I'll give you that. That's the realest point you probably said on your whole hour soliloquy. I'll give you that. That's real. Hey, appreciate the call though. Listen, guys, and I got a lot of callers, so please bear with me, guys. There's a lot of people on hold. All right. So my thing is this though. I think if Deion takes a job next year, it's because I really believe it's because of the headaches he's getting from Jackson State administration. Like I think a lot of people don't want to talk about, is the administration is open to Deion as the fans are. That's the key. I don't know. I'm just this is pure speculation, right? But my thing is this. Other than Ashley Robinson, we know A.D. Robinson and Deion are connected at the hip. My thing is, are all the other high-rolling profiler people at Jackson State, are they on board with all that Deion is doing and does? That's my question, right? Because it was one thing in the documentary that stood out to me very clearly. What he said a lot of people have jobs but don't want to work. He said that in his documentary. He said a lot of people have jobs and they don't want to work. So that is my question to all this. I think Deion loves Jackson, Mississippi. I think Deion loves the fans. I think Deion loves the boom. I think Deion loves everything he's bringing to Jackson, Mississippi. But if he took the job if he took a Power 5 job, I would bet my last dollar that it's not because of the environment, it's not because of the atmosphere, it is him fighting with Jackson State administration to get what he wants done. That would be my biggest, that to me would be the only reason Deion realistically is like, you know what? I gotta go. That would be my only thing is real talk. I think that would be to make him leave. But let me get to some callers. All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Script, it's Wilson. You got me?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up, Mr. Wilson? Talk to me.
Hey, man. So, I mean, everybody kind of brought up a couple of good points. My only thing is, regardless of whether or not he speaks on it or not, how everything went down, my only issue with it is, and whether or not he, his representative reached out or not, the big issue with it is he hasn't conquered anything yet. We got 4 games in front of us, right? Southern, Alcorn, Championship, Celebration Bowl. But now you got this in your locker room, right? If you're the coach, you're going to be on the kids about staying focused. You're going to be on the kids about how they conduct themselves, not bringing drama to the locker room, doing their job. But as the coach and as the leader, you should never be the antithesis of what you preach, obviously, but you should never be the introduction of any issues. And so that's my only thing, right? So now, no matter what, he got to go back and try to smooth this over, right? And I'm just concerned that, Southern ain't been playing whatever, but you got to get up for Southern. And then you got to get up for Alcorn. And, we could drop them 2 games just off of not being focused. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only problem. Like, I'm a military focused dude. And first things first, you take care of what's in front of you and let everything else take care of itself. And so this induced issues with taking care of what's in front of us. That's my only thing, man. I know you got other folks.
No, you're fine. I want to stay with you for a little. I'm gonna stay with you for a little bit. This is my issue with what you're saying, right? Deion. Listen, I interviewed Deion, and Deion said, I said, what is your hitting talent that nobody knows about, that nobody would know about, like, to surprise people? He said, hey, babe. Tell Tony to put his Hey, Tony, put your last 4 in there. Hey, pretty Tony, put your last 4 in there. He said he's fleet of thought. That was his thing. He said, I'm fleet of thought. I'm already thinking where you're at. I'm already down the street. I'm next block over. I'm a fleet of thought. So my thing is this. Deion, like, he knew this was going to get out. And I think he knows his players well enough to know that he knows the environment of his locker room. He knows his son's going to keep that locker room together. He knows his boys are locked in. Like, I think you guys are not giving his locker room presence enough credit. That's what I think. I think you're not giving what he's built enough credit to be like, it can stand on its own. He can do these because he still has his son in there being he's his, like, what is it, representative. His son's his representative. So Shador's in there keeping everything in line. Shador is the one playing the game. So he said, bump what my dad is doing. We trying to go out and get this dub. So I can't rock with you on that one. I really can't, because, like, one, they don't even allow media in there to really affect everything like that. You know what I'm saying? They're real sheltered.
Yeah, but it ain't got to be media. I get what your point. They're doing what they're doing to control their environment. And I got it, Shador's playing the games and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say coaches don't play, but here's the point of all that. No matter what, you don't play ball. You know how it is. You still have to deal with, and let's keep in mind, everybody keeps saying, Shador, he's an excellent young man, but I keep reminding people, he is still a freshman.
there's only so much a freshman can do. Sooner or later, that classification comes true. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot on him. You know, and even Coach Sanders was saying, Coach Brown was saying in the beginning of the season, hey, we placing all of this on a freshman. Everybody else got to do their part. So, and don't get me wrong, now. I mean, throughout the season, been well pleased with his progression and very impressed with his poise and maturity, but he's still a freshman. And then, you know, the other part about all that is it's still I mean, you can play ball. Like I said, you get in a group with a bunch of guys, you still got to manage that environment, and you don't need no extra distraction. You just don't, right? Sure. It's not like we have a most recent history. Even if you a senior in that locker room, you don't. This is your first winning season. It's damn sure your first one-loss season.
Yeah.
Right? So you're trying to learn how to do this. You don't have the swagger and the confidence of an Alcorn where you can be down and come back because you done been here before, right? Because you got other stuff going on. We ain't had no trainer and the coaching too with the AD and all this other foolishness, you know. So we just didn't need that. That's my only thing. Take care of what's in front of you. I got it. I got no fault to them. You know, everybody's got to do what's best for them for whatever reason they have. And yeah, he's you know, I watched that interview. It was a pretty good one. He might be fleet of thought, but you can't think of everything. I think sometimes too, people always try to, you know, we have to give credit where credit is due, but we can't overinvest either, right?
Yeah.
We can't assume that he's playing 3-dimensional chess, right?
Yeah.
He might just have screwed this up. But that's my only thing.
Hey.
Man, you got to take care of what's in front of you. We didn't need this. You know, that I'm trying to win 4 more games.
Hey, appreciate the call.
About in the offseason.
I appreciate the call, Mr. Wilson.
All right, man.
All right, peace. Hey, Smash, I got you next, Smash. All right. Hey, caller, you live.
We trying to go out and get this dub. You know, like, so
Okay.
I can't rock with you
Hello?
on that.
Yeah, you live.
I really can't because, like, one,
I'm
they're
live.
even allowed
Yeah, turn your background down.
to really affect everything like that. You know what I'm saying? They're real.
Say it again.
Yeah, hey, turn your background down. You live.
Okay.
I get what your point there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Why would we be stupid? Why would Coach Prime do something stupid like that? Scotty, don't give me up, Scotty. But why would he do something stupid like that? That don't make no sense. Crazy is HELL. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I got you. Appreciate you, my boy.
All right.
All right. There you go.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Smash? Talk to me.
Hey man, I got a couple things to say.
Talk to me.
One, everything. I don't never agree with Timona, and I think she just really tripping sometimes. But everything she said, I agree with it. As far as it goes, like people, they're stopping the machine, dog. Like I've been saying something like this was either gonna happen or in the brewing. Another thing, I just think it's bad timing. First of all, I just don't want to let this misconstrue. Everybody may say that this may upset the locker room and may let them lose against Southern and Alcorn. Y'all probably gonna do that anyway. Just hate to say it, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably, because those games are rival games. Another thing too, Scotty, you spot on. You spot on about that. You think it's administration stopping him from doing something? One thing that we know about these HBCUs, bro, like politics is another level, and if you're doing too much right, you're the problem.
Yeah.
You are the problem. And I done heard it from some of Jackson police themselves that game day operation is too hectic. Everybody got a job until it's time to do a job. I heard that from Jackson police themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So another thing I got, this was bad timing, but I know how Jackson State and old school fans feel. Deion, we love you. We love everything you did, but something like this, we don't need you. As much as you may not want to believe that, you know what I'm saying? You know how an old black person is, or your mom or your grandma. Once you cross them, you cross them. You know what I'm saying? They start looking at you funny. So I don't know what kind of explanation he done told to his team. If he had this all planned out, I would love to see it. But if he didn't, bro, this is a recipe for disaster. You cannot everything that he done did. I done kudos the new fields, the new practice facility you done got, all that stuff that you done did. But once you cross some old people that sit on the porch in Jackson, you know what I'm saying? They don't care who you are. You gotta back it up. So it's just a lot, Doc. It's either a recipe for disaster, or he knows exactly what he's doing, or I don't know, Scott. It's just bad. Let
me knock this thing out one by one. First of all, Deion could have interviewed for 3 jobs this week, and they probably still would have beat Southern with their eyes closed. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's on me. That because y'all, as bad as y'all playing, as bad as y'all playing, Listen, like I said, Deion could have took all the interviews in the world. Y'all still would have lost. My second point is this.
I'm telling you how rivalry games go, Scotty.
Listen, yeah,
you know, bro. I'm telling you,
Southern ain't going.
dog.
Southern ain't going to show up. Southern not going to.
Okay.
Listen,
What about Alcorn?
Listen. That's something totally different. We talking about a whole. We talking about Jackson State. You talking about Alcorn? They just lost to Bethune. We not talking about the same thing. All right, you talking about the same Bethune that got beat like 42-15. But but moving forward, right? Moving forward. My thing is this: is that Deion to me is just too calculating to not know what effect this was going to have. Like, I agree. You can't tell me that he's just not that like Deion is. He's like a media mad scientist. He knows exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and I truly feel. And you know me, I'm devil's advocate as it comes. But I truly feel he believes that his son has that locker room so in tuned that he can go do stuff like this and come back to a pretty, calm and welcoming environment. I really believe that. I'm dead. Now I
agree, Scotty.
I don't think if he had the same kind of I don't think that if his team wasn't right or he felt it was kind of in flux, I don't think he would have done it. But I really believe that he feels that what he's built in that locker room is legit and ain't nothing gonna stop it. I really believe that. That's just my personal opinion.
I feel like he everything he do is premeditated. That's what I love about Deion. That's why I said I just hope he knows what he's doing. I probably told the team something like this about to come out and don't let it offend y'all or don't let it get y'all. I got y'all back. I'm with you on that side. All I'm saying is that if he didn't die, man, look, man, and everybody in the chat, I ain't saying I'm just saying rivalry games are just up in the air, Doc. Y'all have been to boombox, but yeah, Doc. Scott, that's my thing. I just hope that it was premeditated and he kind of warned the team beforehand because I don't see if he didn't, I don't see no good for him. So I'm on the side of Deion know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He probably just trying to pick the fence to poke at the fire. He might come back with a speech like, see, I told y'all, when y'all start making noise, then bitch schools start getting scared. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines.
That's real.
So I'm riding with you, Jackson. I am, but Deion, okay, you did.
All right, Smash. Appreciate the call, my boy. That was all right with you, Deion. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey man, this is crazy, boy.
Hey, before you go. All right.
Yeah. This is Dre calling it from Charlotte.
Okay, so this is my thing. Cash apps do not listen. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, but cash apps do not allow you to skip the line. Just to give you the first. I'm just giving you the future heads up. You either gotta be a member or you gotta wait your turn. So I'm just giving you the heads up. But go ahead.
Okay, I don't got my laptop on me, so I can't log in.
Go ahead.
But now, I really agree with you. I mean, to me, this is how Jackson State wants to be in big college football. This is big college football. Willie Simmons, Sam, you went through this earlier when Alabama came calling for him. He had to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, decisions have to be made. I mean, and as long as Deion keep winning, he's gonna have to keep making decisions. And eventually he's gonna make a decision that Jackson State is gonna like. And no matter what, he's done. If all of a sudden he don't do nothing else for them, they've gotten their money's worth. They've gotten wins. They are even more of a national brand. They're gonna have chips. They've gotten so much. If he wins out this year, I mean, what else can you ask for? But I mean, even in corporate world, everybody always say you take an interview.
True.
You at least take the interview.
True.
You don't have to sit there and, I've interviewed with a lot of companies. You take the interview. If anything, for relationships.
That's real.
If anything, I know the SWAC ain't used to taking them type of interviews outside of probably Willie Simmons, but I mean, that's to me, that's just the par for the course. So, I don't think Deion's gonna leave because Mr. Campbell probably is more connected than anybody. Fort Worth is different,
That's right.
They are not going to let. I agree with you. It would have to be the perfect situation. It's going to have to be my way, because I do what I want in Jackson, and if it ain't gonna be my way, then I'm gonna just stay in Jackson, and I can win in Jackson, and I can play TCU and beat y'all.
Yeah.
So, I think it's just par for the course, and all the JSU fans, they ain't never had this problem. So
they new to it.
They don't know what to do with it, but it happens.
Hey, but
if all of a sudden they talking about, higher FCS has this problem.
Yeah.
So
hey, but appreciate the call.
It.
No problem. All right, no problem. Hey guys, listen. All right, I want to be very clear. I am a man of my word. If you become a member, you skip the line. I don't care, and my girl's probably gonna look at me crazy. I don't care if you donate $100 to the channel. That's a donation. That is not to skip the line. Become a member, and you can skip the line. All right, and becoming a member is way cheaper than giving $100. Okay, so if you give $100 to the channel, thank you, appreciate it, but you won't skip the line. Okay, I'm just letting you know that right now. That's not how I get down. Become a member. You get to skip the line, and the membership is way cheaper than you donating $25, $30, $40. All right, just saying. All right, so, and she's expensive, so I would like, if you want to donate $100, I'll be more than happy to take it. But I would prefer you become a member and skip the line officially. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
This is Matthew calling from Minneapolis. How you doing this evening, Scotty?
Talk to me, Matthew.
Hey, I got a question for you, good brother.
Yes, sir.
Do you think if Deion leaves before 3 years is too early? And also, if Deion were to leave, Coach Prime were to leave, and also I'm a Jackson State alumni, do you think that Jackson State, we should go the celebrity route and that try to hire Ed Reed or whoever's in the portal, or try to promote who's the up and coming TC Taylor, and or try to go get the alumni from Valley as well, because he could slide in and be a defensive coordinator for us as well. So with that, brother, hope you had a good day, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you respond.
Hey, appreciate that. All right. I wish more callers were like that. Come in, say your point, get the hell off the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be over here trying to have like straight novel Harry Potter sessions with me, which I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up, but keep it up, stay on point. I think Jackson State is going to give it to TC Taylor. I don't think it's no doubt. I think they've kept him around, kind of like how Duke has kept that dude John Schneider around for 9 years, just sitting in the wings. I think that's what's going to happen. I really believe that is what's going to happen. That it's a turnover process. Do I think it's going to work? No. I mean, I think he's going to be successful. I don't think you're ever going to be what you were. You know what I'm saying? So he might have 2 or 3 good years, but how's that recruiting? That's the key. Can TC Taylor go out and recruit Bamas? That's the key. And I don't think you're ever going to be to what you were. So, I mean, anything after Deion is going to take a hit, point blank, period. Unless you find and what I mean by that, let me be very clear. We know to SWAC fans, winning the SWAC championship is all you guys care about. So can TC Taylor do that? Yes. So it's success. It's a success for you. Me, I'm looking at it past beating out of conference teams. Do I think TC Taylor can beat an out of conference team when he has to recruit a class? No, I do not believe that. I don't believe it at all. But, teach his own. So we'll see where it goes. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, what's going on, man?
What's good, Perry? Talk to me.
Hey, couldn't have came at a better time as a Jaguar fan, man. I hope this is all the distractions we need, because we need anything we can take. But it goes back to what we talked about this is what comes with celebrity coaches. When we talked about this last week, the distractions. You get these guys that come in, you get these names, they begin to win, they begin to recruit. And with our programs, what are we looking for? We're looking for loyalty and long-term, because what we say, we want guys that can come in and build programs. Mm-hmm. Guys like Deion and these celebrity coaches, once they get these opportunities, people are going to come knocking. And at the end of the day, this is a business. Just like Deion, I understand everybody wanted him to be loyal and wanted him to set up shop in Jackson. But this man, at the end of the day, has bigger goals in terms of being a coach. Jackson is a starting point, just like you saw Hugh Freeze and Gus Malzahn use Arkansas State as a starting point. Hugh Freeze went to Ole Miss, Gus Malzahn went to Auburn. You know, it's different because it's still FBS, but you find these different avenues at these schools that may not have all the resources and the big names, and you get your name out there, you bring in some recruiting classes, you win, and people see the level of success that you bring to somewhere that never really had the success that you're bringing. And I'm not saying Jackson never been successful, but think about the recruiting class that they brought in. Never have they ever had anything like that. You know, so that comes with this when you starting to talk about celebrity coaches. Second, and I'm going to be very short, but second, you start to look at the idea of he goes to TCU. He doesn't have to be Ashley Robinson, the AD at TCU. He doesn't have to be Charles McClellan as the SWAC commissioner at TCU and on top of being Deion Sanders, the head coach.
Yep.
He has all of that at his disposal where he has people that's going to do that job. He doesn't have to go sit at the table with Walmart and all these other people once he get there because TCU pay the people that are in positions at their jobs that's going to go make that happen for them. They're going to call their boosters. And unfortunately, that's the harsh reality of HBCUs and what we deal with. You know, you got to be a man of many hats at an HBCU, and it can take a lot out of you. And in Deion Sanders' case, in terms of, I don't know if health is really the big deal here, but if it is, it takes off on dealing with your health also. So that's all I had to say. This comes with celebrity coaches. Everybody wants them, but necessarily doesn't mean these guys are going to stick around and wait around and build our programs 5, 6, 7 years or 10 years and retire out with us. This comes with it, and it becomes a distraction. Can we handle the distractions? And will we be okay with guys coming in and starting something and leaving before they finish it and be okay with it?
That's real. That's real, Perry. Appreciate the call, my way.
All right, man.
All right, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to say this. If you call in and hang up and call back, you lose your spot. All right, I just want to make that very clear. You will lose your spot. So you better have your phone on mute and you better do what you gotta do, but you're gonna go to the back of the line. I tell you that, unless you're a member. Hey, caller, you live, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Scotty?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, well, you already know who it is. That boy coming from that Bayou State, you know what I'm saying? That Mr. Cash, them checks, Scotty. What's good, baby?
What's good? Talk to me.
You know, first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing brothers like me to have a platform to speak on situations like this. You know what I'm saying?
Most def.
Big fan. But here's what I want my JSU brethren to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, that stands for just Southern. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to relax. Okay? Take a deep breath. I want y'all to, you know, get out your feelings and think with a clear head. Okay? Understand something. This is not personal. At the end of the day, it's business. Okay? It's business. And before Coach Prime came there, y'all was irrelevant. Nobody knew who y'all were. So you know what y'all do? Be thankful, be humble, and let the man do what he do. If he gonna leave, he gonna leave. He gonna stay, he gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gotta be up here like somebody died. Oh God, no, we going back to Roses. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do? Coach Prime gonna leave us. All that. Just be thankful. Y'all in the position y'all in right now. It's okay. Everybody lose, you know. everybody, you know, got, you know, lose sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. So that's just all I want to say, Scott. I just want to let all my Jackson, you know, just Southern, you know what I'm saying? People know, relax. It's okay. All right? Breathe. Okay? Breathe. Stop panicking. Y'all just been relevant for one season. It's okay. It's all right to go back to where y'all came from. All right? It's okay. It's okay. You know? It's fine, you know. Don't act like y'all been here for years because nobody knew who y'all was before Prime came there. So don't relax. It's okay.
Man.
Okay?
Oh man, I needed that
you know?
laugh.
But that's all I want to say, Scotty, man. Keep doing the great work you're doing, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
keep on spreading the message. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing it, baby.
Hey, appreciate it, my boy. Thank you so much.
All right.
That boy said just Southern. That's a new one for me. I ain't never heard nobody bring that one up. He said just Southern. He hit y'all with that. Everyone falls in love sometime. You better know. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime. Everyone falls in love sometimes. You better know. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime. Yeah, you better get on it. It's all right. He said it's okay. Relax. That was funny. I needed that. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, this is Coach Stewart again.
What's up, Coach?
You said it over and over again. Coach Prime is smart as a whip. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how things are going to happen. But he's also at the age now, I guarantee you, where he's trying to set an example for his kids and his family. He's going to stay at Jackson State. And then when he after 3 or 4 years, then he might make some options after his kids have graduated and things like that. He wants to show them what it means to have some heart about commitment. So he's going to stay there. That commitment is going to keep him there because he wants to show his kids you just don't leave, start something, and just leave. And I can tell you, TCU, you lose 3 games a year, TCU over 2 or 3 years, they're going to get rid of you. And then they've gotten rid of the Aurora of Coach Prime. But the young lady was right. They want to do anything to try to stop him right now because he is a threat. Because his threat isn't winning. His threat is putting an idea in people's minds that you can be as good as they are, see. And once you believe that you can be as good as these other schools, you might go out there and start working harder and do things right. So that's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate the Coach Stewart.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. You know, because I say this all the time. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the colorfulest crayon. If Deion does leave, and all the people that say he wouldn't leave, what's the message then? No need to answer. No need to answer. It's a hypothetical. No need to answer. I don't want people to be in it. But he's not leaving. I don't need all of that. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. So I'm not gonna. Just forget I said it. Phooey. Let's let it go. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, Scotty, what's good, bro? This is Rail from the Trey, man.
What's up, Rail? Talk to me.
Them WSSU rounds, man. I got a question for you though. When you become a JSU hater?
How am I hating?
What? No, I was on your live when they were playing Texas Southern, Brett. I just did not like the vibe. You was really going for TSU.
Hell yeah! I'm a Andrew Body. That's my guy. I love me some Andrew Body, bro. Like, see, listen. Okay, listen. Let me say this. Real. My thing is this: if I pick against you, I listen. Now, at the core of me, I want to see a good football game. Like, so when Southern played FAMU, I picked FAMU to win, but I wanted to see a good football game, so I was mad about the stuff Southern was doing. So you might not understand, like, damn, I thought he was rooting for FAMU. Like, why he wants Southern to do this? Because I like to see a good football game. That's just at the core of me. But in the Texas Southern game, like, I picked Texas Southern for the upset. So I'm like, I'm rooting for Texas Southern. And plus, I'm an Andrew Body fan. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what. But I don't hate on Jackson State.
Okay, I can understand that because that boy right there, he raw as mud.
Yeah.
That's a question though. But I mean, it's just giving me wrong vibes. But now you got a Valley State stuff. You was Jackson State out in the beginning, cuz I bet on Jackson State every single week. I don't win with him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so you lost against ULM then. Let me stop. I'm like, so you lost against ULM.
Yeah.
Let me stop. But so I'll be real with you. I was on the Jackson State bandwagon hard, like when I first started my channel. But I just kind of got off of it. I kind of like first I was the bus driver. All right. I was the bus driver. I was opening the door for everybody. I was telling everybody else to get in the bus and everything like that. But as it got closer and closer to the season, like I was like, I'm not liking the people on this bus. You know, like I'm not liking the fans. Yeah. Just they kind of started rubbing me the wrong way. I'm like, these dudes are too finicky. They real like they too much. So I just
what it was,
Go ahead.
What it was, Scotty, they got on the bus without knowing nothing. Like they ain't know nothing. No info, no players, no old players, no alumni. They just hopped on that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
man.
Didn't know
You know,
what they was
but
doing.
the same. So my bus was for bandwagoners only, right? So just new people who were like me, new to the SWAC, you know, followed here because of Deion and all that type of stuff. But then when I started getting people on the bus who weren't bandwagoners, who were JSU alums, and then you're like, and they were getting on my nerves, and the JSU fans and all that type of stuff, they were getting on my nerves. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and give up my position on this bus, and I'm gonna just see what, you know, I'm hitchhike. I'm a hitchhike. So whichever car comes my way, I'm gonna hop in for a little bit. I'm gonna ride that out. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna hitchhike again. So I'm more of a hitchhiker. You know what I'm saying? So I like what I like in between. So like, you know, I'll go for Jackson State against another team, or I pick them, you know, I might pick them to beat Southern or whatever. I'm not saying I am, but I might, you know what I'm saying? So if I pick them to beat all, like, I'll pick Jackson State to win. I picked Jackson State to win a few games before, but overall, am I on what am I on my old ways? No. Am I on what CFL is and SWAC Buzz are? Nah. But I will root for Jackson. I like players off of Jackson State. I like everybody knows I like Nugget. I like Cam. Gents is my guy. I like Gents. You know what I'm saying? So I got players on there that I really mess with and I support. But overall, I'm hitchhiking. Yeah, I'm hitchhiking. Like my thumb is up. Who come and get me? You know what I'm saying? So who come and get me? Come and get me.
Yeah, look, this is my last thing right here.
Go ahead.
To get back on topic, man, you got to understand that he's not gonna go nowhere for the simple fact that he could have went somewhere already. And of course it's not about money. It can't be about money because he went to Jackson State. And you think the administration ain't starstruck when they see this man? I bet they do anything in their power to help him, bro. That's another thing. And then the last thing, bro, these meetings that he's taking, these interviews, you know that Deion thinks 3 steps ahead of anybody. So he probably taking them damn meetings and just like seeing what they got to offer. All right, well, I bet he's flipping the switch saying, well, okay, well, my team could do this. Like, how did y'all get on with this broadcast or anything? Can y'all help me out with these? I bet you that's what it is. I bet we come out and see some more NILs or some more production or just anything, more advertisement for JSU when they get back.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before I let you go. What school other than Jackson State could he have gone to? Because you said if they wanted him, they could have had him. So I'm asking you, what school would have hired him?
Yeah, but I seen him in interviews say, not Florida.
How many? Let me ask you this: how many interviews have you had and the job didn't hire you? That's not what the question. That's not the question I asked you. The question I asked you was, who wanted him that would have gone and got him? Because they had a chance to get him.
Man. Now we just going on a different spectrum, bro. I don't know what Deion was thinking, bro. Because listen, you acting like it wasn't no big power schools that asked Deion to come there and probably would have hired him. You know they would have, bro. Just be real.
Let me ask you this.
Jackson State for a reason.
Yeah, he went to Jackson State.
Coach
okay,
go ahead.
Let me slow you down. He might have gone there for the culture, but he also went there because there wasn't other Power 5 schools that were going to hire him with no coaching experience, right? In a college level, and nobody could expect for him to do what he has done at Jackson State. Nobody could have seen that. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is this: you might have said he could have went there, but they weren't going to hire him. They weren't. You have for him to do what he's doing now. Now I believe a kid. I believe a Power 5 would hire Deion because they've seen it matriculate. They've seen what Deion can do with a peanut butter jelly sandwich, pork and beans and rice. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is at SWACs. You know what I'm saying? So they're thinking in their head, man, if this man had a full cupboard of groceries, oh my God, what could he cook up? You see what I'm saying? So I think you're kind of missing.
You saying that now, though. You saying that's how the school start now, though, after they seen him switch around JSU.
Yeah. Because
I understand.
Yeah, because it's like you getting a job. Like, let's say you went to Google and they was like, yo, we would love to hire you. And they're like, what experience do you have? You're like, yeah, I've never coded in my life. They're gonna be like, nigga, get out of here, bro. Like, we're not about to hire you. Then you go start your own startup which is with coding, and then they see what you're doing, they seeing it's real successful. They're like, hey, you know, we got a position for you here at Google. You know, that's how it is. That's how it is at Deion. That's exactly what it is at Deion. That's exactly what it is.
Right. I'm just so sure, bro. I think I already seen this coming a mile away, bro. Honestly, if Deion go to any school, he gonna get recruits. He gonna get motherfuckers turning their hats upside down and putting on his hat. You know what I'm saying? And listen, watch out. Once he started recruiting out of North Carolina, bro. Once he started getting players out of North Carolina, and watch out for Quayshawn Brown from East Forsyth, a junior right now. Man, if he start recruiting out of North Carolina, it's a wrap, bro. Any SWAC team, any FCS team, play Jackson State. You about to get dominated, dog.
Just because North Carolina.
Start going Georgia,
just because North Carolina. Just because of North Carolina, bro. Really?
No, I ain't trying to put it like that. Now I ain't trying to put it like that.
That's how you said it.
Dude come out of. I'm just saying. If he started getting them dog ass dudes, I just know everybody that I played with that was good growing up is actually in the NFL, brother. We had 7. I graduated 2011. We had 8 people from that class in just Winston-Salem alone go to the NFL and are in the NFL. So I mean, I'm just saying, bro, it's a different breed around here, dog. I don't want to hold your time up for these other people that don't be paying though, because you know I be looking out with the tip.
Appreciate you, my boy. Real talk.
All
right, man.
Sucker. You stay up.
You too now. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
What's good?
Hey, I'm just getting on, but when I first heard about Deion interviewing, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of disgusted.
Not disgusted, because, Ryan. Ugh.
No, let me be honest. Let me be real with you, because it was an article in the Fort Worth Star Telegram a couple of days ago, and it was titled "A Deion Sanders Interview Will Be a Betrayal of His Mission." Now, I ain't gonna lie, he kind of had me. Deion almost had me sold like he really was, you know, at least dedicated to the HBCUs for at least a few years. But like to take an interview, to me, that says that you at least have a little interest. And like, I don't know, that article kind of hit home. Like, you know what I mean? What happened to, it's bigger than me, you know, I love my people and I'm doing this to even level the playing field. And as soon as you get, and TCU ain't even a bigger job. Like, you got big jobs that's really open.
What? It's bigger than Jackson? What are you talking about? It's bigger than Jackson State.
No, of course. No doubt. I'm saying, but TCU compared to Florida State.
Oh,
TCU
I got you.
TCU compared to USC.
I got you.
Yeah, like this ain't even the biggest opportunity. Like I think Mr. Campbell said a couple weeks ago, was like, you know, bigger opportunities gonna come. And like you jumping, at least have a little interest in TCU. Like to me, all that you was talking, I'm just questioning it. And then I really feel sorry for like the kids who you done convinced, like Nugget, like you know, other people came from D1s like Evans and Houston. You done talk all these boys into coming to Jackson State because you I guess you telling them like, you know, they're gonna have the same opportunities, but as soon as you get an opportunity to go to D1, you go. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me ask you this. So an interview. Let's really break it down, right? If you had a job that you liked, that you really liked, right? You had a job that you really liked in your life, and a job, and another job that paid more, had better resources, offered you an interview, right? Would you not take it?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I would take it.
Okay. It didn't mean you're taking the job. It just means you're taking the interview. Look, I want people to look at it. I want people to look at it.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just want people to look at it in their own life. Like, just take it out your own life. Like, you taking that interview says nothing to your job about, hey, I'm leaving you. You just want to see what's on the table. They offered you an interview. I'm gonna check it out, see what it's about, and now you have options. That's all it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I hope it's that simple, because it's a little different. Like I say, once you stand on, oh, this God sent me to Jackson State to, you know, level the playing field and whoop the whoop. If that's the case, there ain't no need to take no interview, because you still got a mission to accomplish. You see what I'm saying?
I get you, Ryan. I really do. I really do get you. But my thing is, why deny it? Okay, so you denying the interview does what? It's not going to stop people from being interested in you. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
no. You denying the interview, it just, first off, it says something to your team like, okay, he really committed. Now you got all this. Now think about if you Nugget or if you any of these other kids, yeah, coach might really, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I'll be thinking, damn, he really serious about going to TCU. This might be the biggest game of the week. You got time to interview for TCU, but you ain't got time to be out there and spend your time game planning for Southern. You see what I'm saying?
I get. Listen, no, Ryan. Listen,
this is bad to me.
I would agree with you. I'll agree with you. I understand what you're saying, Ryan. I guess I'm just not. You're, like I said, you're emotionally invested, so it's going to hit you a little harder than no. And I'm not trying to be funny with that.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you're a little bit more emotionally invested, so it's going to hit you hard. That's like you know what I'm saying. It will be for me if Dak Prescott wanted to be traded. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? We just paid you. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I get you. I get you. If I was a little bit more emotionally invested, but my thing is, life has options. You know what I'm saying? That's just is what it is. And everybody likes to have options. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to say that he doesn't want to be at Jackson. And honestly, it could be a power play. Because I think if Deion does leave, it's because he doesn't like the administration. That, like, the people over top of him trying to dictate to him what he can and can't do. You know, I'm not saying that won't happen at a Power 5. I'm not saying it won't happen at TCU. That's my little soliloquy on that issue. But you know what I'm saying? I feel your frustration, though. I really do.
Well, let me ask you, have you been hearing he been frustrated? Because I was under the impression that he was getting anything he wanted to do.
Oh, I haven't. No, it's pure speculation for me. Like that's what I'm saying, because I've talked to other alumni from different schools that say, man, our administration is frustrated. They won't do this. They won't. So I just kind of put that all in one big pot and kind of stirred it up.
But look, man, before I get off here, man, just bottom line, for somebody like you who is unemotional and unattached to the situation, from your standpoint, you just think he just testing the water pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If I'm being honest, that's just real. If you would do it at a regular job, if anybody was a janitor looking to be a janitor manager, if somebody was a secretary looking to be an executive assistant, like, you're going to take the option. It doesn't mean you don't like your job. It just means you want to know there's options. I don't think that's fair to limit people that you wouldn't even do it your own life. I really would. That's my thing.
Fair. Hey, that's fair. And last thing, how you think this affect the team?
I don't think it affects the team that much, if I'm being honest. I think that Shador has him so locked in that he's an extension of his dad. You know what I'm saying? So this is how let me tell you what the power structure is at Jackson State. Deion Sanders, Shador, Coach Flea, TC Taylor. That's how that breaks down. Okay. So when you lose Deion, Shador is the next head coach. He's an associate head coach. All right. That's how that works.
All right,
man.
That was up, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Doc? Talk to me.
OFFScript. How you doing today, sir?
What's up, Doc? Talk to me.
You got it, man. Well, first of all, man, I had a chance to listen to a lot of different callers who came in. And everybody had valid points. I'm not saying nobody's wrong, but everybody had their valid points. Even you had your valid point as looking in as a person taking an opportunity of a lifetime if he was to take this job. But me looking at the whole scenario, and remember one thing that I've heard a few people mention, and me being a spiritual man, Deion sold a lot of people on that God called him here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm be honest, man, there's no change in that. That point alone, if he never said that and he made some moves, it still would have been somewhat foul because the job is not done. I don't care if when we win the SWAC, when we win the Celebration Bowl this year. Now you can hit the bomb on that. But like I said, his job is still not done. His job is still not done. He still has more work to do. You can't make no spiritual call like that and touch the hearts of thousands of people. And a lot of interviews. And you're right, he's good with interviews, and this could be a power play in some kind of way. But I think out of respect, he did the right thing to take the interview just out of respect. If they called him, I think Blue Blood was saying something in the messages, who reached out to who. That's a good valid point.
Yeah.
But I believe they could have reached out to him and just out of respect, taking the interview and listening to what they had to say. But he still has a lot of work to do in the SWAC, because you said it, and a lot of people said it. Even if we won this, when we win this year, he leaves, it's going to somewhat trickle back down to normal, because he was the far start and the spark of this new movement, and it hasn't even got started. Then your son, like you said, his son transferred from South Carolina because it stayed there, matured a lot better, and went on to the league from that situation. His son's a freshman there, and he's in a good place to, after 3 years of being here, man, he can call some shots, to be honest, but his job is not done. You cannot say a spiritual quote or God called you here and leave. There's no way to come back from that. And me being a man of faith, there's nothing he could say to me that why he would leave this soon, man. So it's 1703, 1705. I apologize. 05. I apologize, OFFScript. But that's the truth. And that spiritual point alone was the factor of why he has to stay here till the job is done.
So let me
whoa.
This is my thing, right? Can God not tell him? Can God have not said? Because God, listen, God is God. Can God have not said?
Yes, you're right.
Hey, Deion. Hey, your job is done. So whenever you want to leave, you know you're good with me. Can God have not said that? Could God have not said? I just you guys love to throw God into it. So I just want to be very clear. Could God have not whispered to him and said, hey, Deion, hey, listen, bro, I appreciate it. You listened to me. I appreciate what you did. You up the level of competition. You up there. You're good to go. You're good with me, my guy. You're good with me. You're free to do what you need. Could God have not said that?
Now, OFFScript, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm not denying God. That is true. He can say that. But in your heart of hearts, you don't believe that. You don't believe that the job is not done.
What?
When you look at Jackson State, they're not commanding winning games. They're still in the buildings place. There's work to be done. With Jackson State, like a couple of callers said, like some people still believe Southern.
Hold on, Doc. What does God say? My thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. That's the bar. Okay, I just want to make sure. I wanted my girl to make sure I'm quoting this thing correctly. My thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. So what you think should have listen, God can do what God does. It's God. Come on, man. You can't put God in the box. Stop doing that.
I'm just saying it OFFScript. I'm not saying nothing what God couldn't do. You're absolutely right. But in this situation, me being a spiritual man, the job hasn't even got started. Even if I'm telling you from a spiritual perspective, I'm a minister. But I'm telling you from a spiritual perspective, the job hasn't even got started. But you're right. I would never deny what God would say. But I just don't believe that the job is done. And he got the hearts and minds of so many freshmen. Like you said, all those 4 or 5 stars who did, 3 stars who did decommit from other schools and come there. Man, the job is not done. And I'm telling you,
All right, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? We should be back. Hey B, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What's up, man?
Hey, all right. What's up, BJ? Talk to me. You live.
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Nobody knows what Deion is gonna do. I think that decision. I mean, if you're not Deion, his family, you know, a guy, you know, you don't know. You know, I think that the job that he's done to this point at Jackson State has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a fantastic job. And if you're a Jackson State fan, if he wants to go to TCU, I don't think you can begrudge him for that. You know, somebody called in and said it's just TCU, man. But TCU, if you look at budgets, athletic budget in the Big 12, it's Texas, Oklahoma, TCU. I mean, TCU has an athletic budget over $100 million. I mean, that's that ain't chump change. We talk about a program in the past that has been in the mix for a national championship game. It was 2014 where a lot of people felt that like they got left out, and it's a fit. Deion played for the Dallas Cowboys. He coached youth football in the DFW area. He started prime prep in the DFW area. He makes his home in the DFW area. He knows the high school coaches. He knows the terrain there. He's coached there. So it makes sense. So, I mean, I don't know how serious this thing is or is not. I don't think that, Jackson State fans should hold a grudge, against him if he looks at the opportunity. Because if you had the opportunity to get a job, paying you 7-8 times more than what you're making, and it's going to give you 7-8 times more the visibility, then, I can't begrudge you for that. You know what I mean? So I think if we're being honest and just really just taking, everything out of it, I don't think you can begrudge. Deion did what he needed to do. Jackson State is in a better place now than Deion, than what they were when Deion found them.
Facts.
At the end of the day, that's a win. That's a win. You have some facilities now that you didn't have. You have some attention now that you didn't have, and I think that when your coach is doing well, other people they're going to want your coach. So, I mean, it's just a part of the game. It's just a part of the game, honestly.
Now, BJ, let me ask you this question. Now, would that be a job if you were in Deion's position? Would that be a job that you would take with all your fanfare, with what you're bringing to TCU? Would that be a job you would want to take as a coach? You being a coach.
Yeah, TCU, and this is why, because I think Deion's ultimate job is FAMU. I mean, it's Florida State. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say FAMU. Oh shoot! I'm about to say
no. Slow down. I think ultimately he wants to go back to his alma mater. I mean, I think he wants to go to Florida State. He has tremendous love for Florida State. Let's be real for a moment. You're not getting the Florida State job out of Jackson State. I don't care who you are. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If we look at the history of programs, very few coaches have gone from the FCS level to the Power 5 level. And if they did, they were literally in the national championship hunt multiple years before they left. Jim Tressel, Youngstown State to Ohio State. He had won multiple national championships at Youngstown State and had a whole bunch of FBS wins to go along with that.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Bowden from Sanford, very tiny, small Sanford University in Birmingham to Auburn. He had Sanford competing for national championships. At Sanford, you got the guy Kleiman, who's now at Kansas State that came from North Dakota State. So there's very few coaches that go from that FCS level to a Power 5, I think that it's easier to convince boosters, fans, if you have that same success at a TCU Power 5, to bring you into Florida State as opposed to making that move directly from Jackson State. So this could be a chess move and not a checkers move. So, but like at the end of the day, we don't know if he's going to stay or go. If he stays, I'm happy. I think that having him in the conference is good. I think having him there at Jackson State is a good thing. But if he goes, I appreciate what he's done and wish him well at TCU. But like I say, I don't think that no one knows outside of the Sanders household and the good God above.
Appreciate the call, BJ. Hey, if y'all want to tune into some good stuff, BJ, holla out. You do your spaces, your Twitter spaces. Put your stuff. Oh man, listen. All right, so he hung up. BJ Jones has a Twitter spaces. All right, it goes down tonight at 8:30. You can find him on Twitter at Inside HBCU Football. At Inside HBCU Football. I'm telling you, it's hella funny. Check us out. We be in there talking smack and some football mess. All right, so go definitely check us out in there. So let me get to these callers. All right. And listen, guys, I am on a hot spot. Listen, there's an outage where my girlfriend lives. Okay, where the lady, the lovely Miss Script, where y'all see there's an outage. Right, so I'm using her cell phone as a hotspot. That's why I look like I'm in Nintendo's. That's why I look like a SWAC Football Network game. Okay. Can I just say that? That's why I look like a SWAC Football Network game right now. All right. So it is what it is. It's an outage. That's all I got. I'm working with a hotspot. I'm working with a phone. It went dead on me. That's why. God did not cut the line. Her phone went dead on me. All right. Her phone went dead on me. Mr. Ford is the 715 number. All right. I'm letting y'all know Mr. Ford is the 715 number. He is in the queue. All right. So Mr. Ford is going to give you his opinion. He's in the queue. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me. 9739. You loud. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you loud. Talk to me.
Yeah, so what up? How you doing, Scotty? I really appreciate your show and respect to you.
Hey, what's your name?
My name Chris.
Chris? All right, nice to meet you, Chris. Talk to me.
All right, so when you talking about a job interview, anybody can take a job interview. Doesn't mean you're going to take it.
Facts.
But it depends the timing of the job interview. Like right now, Jackson State, they're trying to build something and they're trying to achieve something that they never really achieved. You know, it's been a while now, right? So you go for a job interview, just like anybody. If you go for a job interview, your only intention is to take that job, depending what's in your favorite, not in their favorite, right or wrong.
Fair. Yeah, you're right. That's fair.
Right. So when he was on I am actually with Brandon Marshall and Chad Johnson, he played the race card when they were talking about, Crown, that's not going to work. You at Jackson State, and you try to get all these 5-stars compared to Florida, Alabama, and he played a race card. So when you go to a Power 5 school now, and you try to recruit these players, what type of card are you going to play? Because you said that, well, if they come over here, we can do the same thing that a Power 5 school. The only difference is the money, and then but I can do the same thing because I speak your language. I'm from the same place you from.
Facts.
And the time that we're in now, with all this Black Lives Matter stuff, he played a race card. So you can make a high schooler player, student athlete believe that, I'm going to ride with Coach Crown because what's going on now in the world, and I stand against that. So now when you take a job interview to these schools, what's going to be your motive now to try to get these players to come over here? Because you did the same thing with James Houston and all the other players to come to Jackson State, that you can do the same thing. The school they was at, so now they transfer and they came to you, and you want to take a job interview and you went against where they was at. So what you gonna do now when you go to TCU and you try to get these players to come to your school? what you gonna say? Well, Jackson State can't offer you this, but TCU can offer you this. Those SWAC schools, they ain't nothing. Come over here. You know, it's a lot of confusion right now.
That's real.
And that's all I gotta say, man. Respect to you, man.
Hey, appreciate the call, Chris. Hey, that's real. I mean, low key, it was hard to hear him, but if you did hear him, it was real. All right, because what he's saying is if he goes to a Power 5 conference, and this is me kind of grabbing what he got, but if you go to a Power 5 conference and you start recruiting against these HBCUs, now you're gonna start talking down on them to get players to come to your Power 5. That doesn't seem pretty right. Come to TCU, we offer you more than at Jackson State. Like, that's not right. Just saying, it's just kind of hard. But to each his own. Mr. Ford, they've been waiting for you. Talk to me.
No. Hey, everybody that's been waiting for me, how you doing? Listen, this is how it goes, baby. If Deion stays, great. If Deion leaves, great. We believe in that next man up, and I think the next man up is TC Taylor. One thing y'all got to keep in mind now, Deion was trained by that minister out there in Dallas. Wasn't T.D. Jakes in them now? Do I need to say anything else? He trained Deion and he trained Steve Harvey. Okay, so do you think they about some people or are they about their money? Okay, but all I got to say is I'm happy for the brother. If he stays, great. If he leaves, great. But like I said, baby, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, you good, Mr. Ford. Keep going. You good?
Yeah, so I'm with the if he decides to leave, I'm happy for the brother. I'm not a hater. If he want to leave, but all I got to say is if he leaves, it's TC Taylor's time. Okay? Yeah, listen, they got any questions for me? Did they want me to answer any questions?
Nah, they just wanted to hear your opinion about the whole situation, and you just made everybody's day.
Oh, okay. So like I said now, hey, next man up, baby.
I appreciate the
all
call,
right, y'all
Mr.
have
Ford.
a good night.
You too.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
There y'all go. There y'all go. I got him smashed. I got you. He said, Steve Harvey, he said he got to talk about T.D. Jakes. He said, need I say more? Need I say more? Okay. Hey, last caller. Hey, you the last caller. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good? Talk to me.
My name is Brian, calling from Jackson State alumni.
What's up?
Two quick points and two quick observations that I made over the past weekend, man.
All right, go ahead.
First thing, like you said, man, Deion, if you ever seen him play the game, he's the dynamic player. He intercepted the ball because he see it coming. He returned punts because he see it coming. Trust me, he noticed interview information was going to get out. Like you said, the locker room is already well aware of it. This is news to us. This ain't news to them. I promise you that. Second thing, I think it's a leverage move for Deion both ways. I went to Jackson State. I remember being at Jackson State when that administrator had all that drama. Deion letting them know, hey, people willing to offer the M, so please don't screw it up. Please don't get it misconstrued. I'm here because God told me to be here. Second thing, he want to see what TCU got to offer because, number one, his daughter go to TCU. So if anything, he's going to listen to them, take that phone call, and like you said, interview. And number two, I mean, you ain't tricking if ain't nobody calling, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he popping. It's good to know he popping because it's good for recruiting if you think about it. If you come sit on your couch and he say, look, man, I'm a Power 5 coach. They want me. I don't want them, but I do want you. That's a sell right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And,
hey, that's a good point.
And so with that being said, recruiting is going to be really good for him for the next couple of years. Because like you said, man, Shador run the SWAC. And that young man, I really feel like he might get drafted as a junior. And when he do, trust me, Deion going to leave then. But by then, Deion's legacy will already be paved at Jackson State, and TC will be able to take that on and carry it forward. But also, it exposes the SWAC altogether. Because Andrew Body, bro, first of all, I was a part of the flyover crew. We did the flyover of the helicopter. So if anybody was there, they saw us fly over.
Oh, that's dope.
At the game.
And the game wasn't that packed to be won, bro. Like, we flew over at 12:55, game started at 1, and it just wasn't a lot of people. So if it ain't homecoming to Alcorn, we got to do better as alumni to support, if not financially, at least by our time. And number 2, bro, Andrew Body, that boy, he's a 4-star, definitely. And if we can keep getting that TV exposure, then we get a whole bunch of 4 stars in the SWAC altogether, and the gameplay altogether will be a lot better. And I mean, it's good for everybody, bro. I was so glad to see that young man. I don't even think that the game was televised, but when it is televised, hopefully Texas Southern can get some recruits and maybe televised. That young man has some NFL talent too, as well as A&M quarterback and a couple of other guys, Alcorn quarterback. We got skill-wise, man. We got D1 skill guys. The issue is the interior linemen. That's what we lack in the SWAC.
Facts.
But I digress, man. I appreciate the show. I've been following y'all season. My first time calling, man, but I appreciate what you're doing.
Hey, man, appreciate the call, man. Great points, by the way. Great points.
Appreciate it. I'll call another.
My bad, my boy. Sorry, I thought you was going already. Hey, man, listen. I want to hone in on one point that man said. When he said, they want me. I'm a Power 5 coach. I don't want them, but I want you. That was a bar. That was a bar. Flat out, ain't no ifs and buts about it. That was a bar, and that is a talking point by far. All right. That is a talking point by far. So if they want me and I want you, you know what I'm saying? What we talking about? What we talking about? It ain't about the facilities. They want me to coach. That means I can coach. All right. That was a bar. That was a bar. I had to give him that was a straight bar he spit on that one. Hey, caller, you live, talk to me.
Hey, Scotty. This is Ron from Birmingham.
What's up, Ron?
And I just want to bring up a point. So, you know, you've been mentioning as the night went on that maybe you didn't get along with the administration at Jackson State. I want to bring up a point. As we know, schools in Alabama and Mississippi, we operate on the university systems that's controlled by the state. So like in the state of Alabama, you have University of Alabama system. I'm sure you have a similar system in the state of Mississippi. So I was bringing it up to say this. The administration can fully support Deion, but some things have to go to the state or have to go through the state system and have to be approved through the state system. And I don't think there's any interest in the leadership of the state of Mississippi to do anything to up and hurt the University of Ole Miss and Mississippi State at the end of the day. So, you know, like even these salaries, you know, these coaches are state employees at state universities. So the state ultimately has to approve the salary. Now, if schools like Alabama, Mississippi State, I'm sure that the alumni chips in a large percentage of these salaries for these coaches. And we know in the state of Mississippi, Deion will never make more than a coach at Ole Miss or Mississippi State. And so as far as budget issues and administrative support, they're going to be limited anyway. So the school administrators can totally support Deion 100%, but some things have to go through the state of Mississippi. So I think he's also dealing with that dynamic, and I think there's a cap on that. So it's only so much you'll be able to make unless the JSU alumni makes up the difference, and it's only so much that the state of Mississippi is going to do to support JSU because they're not going to let that university become a threat to the two lowest PWIs in the state. That's just my take.
No, and I think I don't think they would care if it was anybody other than Deion. Like, because I don't think any other coach could match them. Like, I know me and Mr. Campbell talk about all the time. He talks about don't let Deion lock in Mississippi. If you let Deion cut off Mississippi to where Ole Miss players, Mississippi State players are now going to Jackson State, you have a problem. And I think Deion, if Deion is a big picture guy, right? When I'm talking about big picture, I'm talking about 5-6 years, right? If Deion Sanders can really affect the whole state of Mississippi by funding, by political movements, you know, voting registrations, a lot of stuff people don't want to talk about, but it's real in getting a change of narrative, getting the change. If Deion can bring 60,000 people to a stadium, why can't he bring 60,000 people to a voting booth?
Exactly. On the same day that Alabama played Mississippi State, and in the Jackson State homecoming had more in attendance. So that's an album.
Yeah. So the big picture is, you know, having to make that move to where Deion's defecting the politics and the structure of Mississippi because of his voice. And I think that would play in big in HBCU funding and state funding, but that's a whole nother topic. But that would be epic. That it would be epic. But I don't think the state of Mississippi would care if it was anybody other than Deion, because they know the voice that Deion has. You see what I'm saying? But that's really really like big picture thinking. But
well, yeah. So I like the show.
Appreciate it.
I've been listening since the beginning of the year, and I appreciate the platform that you give, and keep it up.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Mr. Ron. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so I'm shutting the call lines down. So if you try to call in, you ain't getting in, all right? Because I'm about to end this show. But this is my thing at the end of the day, right? Win or lose, Jackson State, I feel like you guys have to understand that at the end of the day, one, stop using God, okay? I know Deion said, oh, God brought him here. You listen, God is not discussing with you about Deion's plans. He's not doing that. So stop throwing God back at him. That's not fair. You know, stop doing that, all right? Because you don't know what God might have told him. Like, hey, man, my bad. I thought this was it, but this ain't the move. God could have said that. God could have said that. He could have said, okay, you know what? I don't make mistakes, all right? But this ain't your time. You know, I didn't mean Jackson State. I meant State of Jackson. Like something like that. You know what I'm saying? He could have said, I meant the county of Jackson, you know, not Jackson State. What do you mean? All right, so let's not, okay? Let's not and say we did. That's one. Two, all you other Jackson State fans, bro, all you Bamas take interviews, okay? Let's not play. All you Bamas take interviews. So let's not act like you don't. You hate your job right now and is looking for an interview. All right. So don't get mad at Coach Prime if he takes an interview. Okay. Because you're doing it at your own job. You probably at your job currently on Indeed looking for a job. So let's not. You know what I'm saying? So let's not. Y'all Bamas out here just really out here. Oh, Deion, I can't believe. If your boss found what you was doing at your current job, they would be like, oh, facts. I can't believe I ain't fired your ass yet. That's what they should be saying. Okay. So come on. Somebody said, yep, I am. So come on, man. It's facts. Like y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that. All right. Next up, 3. The other level of Jackson State fans, I'm just hitting the levels as I go. You Bamas need to stop being. Y'all are mad emotional, okay? Mad emotional. So let's not and say we did. All right, it's okay. It is okay. He didn't put no food on your table. He ain't put no clothes on your kids. He ain't pay your mortgage. He ain't paid not near light bill. As a matter of fact, all the money you've been giving to him, it's been out your own pocket. Deion ain't brought nothing back to you. All right? Deion has not paid for a crumb of bread on your table. So stop doing that, okay? It's okay. Just ride the wave. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy your relevancy. I keep trying to tell you, Deion has leverage. You do not, okay? And an example I used before, Deion, listen, Jackson State is the girl Deion has already hit, okay? So he ain't got to do no talking. He ain't got to do nothing. All Deion got to do is walk in the house and say, baby, I'm home. That's it. All right? That's it, because y'all ain't got no leverage. All right? So let's just stop. And the last but not least, for all the sulkers, all right, like Ryan, Timona, all them guys who be sulking in the corner, probably eating double chunky monkey from Ben & Jerry's, all right? I know this is your new theme song, so we're going to ride it out for you. It's okay, all right? One more time, because I know you felt that in your spirit. So say it with me. Every time I hear that song, I just picture one of y'all at the window when it's raining, all right? when the window is raining, like the one, and you got your hand on the window and you just looking out, and the moon turns to Deion's face, and you just saying, "It's okay." Oh, he found the interview I had with TCU. Oh, they thought my foot was gonna stop me from getting loose. Oh, so I'm done. I'm done. All right, I'm done. All right, so listen, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I told y'all I'm in a dead spot. All right, I'm in a dead spot. So it is what it is. But until next time, you know what I'ma do. I'ma holla. God bless. And go watch my boy Blue video. He broke the news. Not HBCU game day. Not the pregame show. Not none of them Bamas. My boy Blue. All right, boy Wonder. Go check his video out. It's in the description below. Peace.